So we have something here from the Standard. Pretty Little Thing might have had a clean girl makeover, but there's no proof it's cleaned up its act. My wife was talking about this, saying that they are kind of like, it seems a bit disingenuous. And another friend of mine was saying that it's kind of like, there's a huge conversation about diversity at the moment, and they're not doing the whole diversity thing right now. They're looking, all the models look the same apparently. So I think I do remember from Pretty Little Thing that it's kind of like affordable stuff, right? Affordable fashion, fast fashion, right? And the thing I know about fast fashion is that it's, in terms of branding, it's kind of like, if you think about the ASOS and, is that fast fashion? Maybe ASOS and all that, the branding needs to reflect the fact that it's accessible by everyone. Therefore, the imagery tends to be a lot more diverse. But from what I've seen, they've kind of gone for a bit of a premium look. So let's have a look over here. This is going to be an interesting video, isn't it?
Yeah, people talk about the old PLT. This PLT is going to be far better.
Okay, that's provocative. They said legacy in progress. So I guess they're trying to show more of a legacy here. Let's read this. Legacy in motion. Step into the next chapter through the link in our bio. Let's have a look at the bio. Oh, wait. What is that? I hate this. I hate this thing. Well, God have mercy. Okay. I really don't like it when brands do this on their Instagram. If you have a social media platform, and I am not a social media expert by any means, but I hate it when people do this on their social media platforms, and big brands like this are doing this. The reason why is that when people are scrolling on Instagram, they're not looking at your profile most of the time, unless they want to know more about you. This aesthetic thing, it doesn't work for Instagram. It just doesn't, because the majority of the time when people are viewing on Instagram, they're viewing them a single post like this. Oh, okay, they've put a video behind it. Okay, that's a good workaround. I'll take that back. But if you don't put a video behind it, this could be look really bad, because most people, they'll just put the picture, and then all you're going to see is just a single picture, and people won't get the full context. So be very, very careful when you do this kind of thing. But let's watch these videos then, see what they're saying. Provocative, okay. Second video. Okay. It's very like artsy. Huh. Interesting. Let's look at the links. I can tell what they're trying to do here. They're trying to lean away from the, oh my gosh, deleted every single thing, everything else. Everything else from the Instagram has been deleted. That's really interesting. Really interesting. Okay. Okay. So they've got a black belt here. But it's all, I can see what people feel about this thing. Okay, I'm not going to spend too much time on the Instagram feed, because this is not a channel for Instagram. So let's go to the links and see if there's any information we can find about the rebrand itself. Okay, I like the colors. I think the colors are cool. I think this color is kind of like, based on what they're trying to do, they're trying to be more, I guess, a bit more luxury. And when it comes to luxury, less is actually more. But the boldness of the color, I like this brown here, and I like it mixed with the kind of like off-white. I think that's really cool from a design perspective. The logo, I have some thoughts about the logo. Okay, all right, it's all right. This logo is interesting. And it's good that I have it on here. Okay. It's good that I have it on here, because I have some thoughts about this logo. So you've got this thing that's got like kind of like cursive handwriting style over here, which is cool. Again, Pretty Little Thing is quite feminine. It's a feminine brand, and it's like kind of a pinkish brown color here that they're making use of. But then I have some issues with this. I have some issues with the emblem. If I just put them near each other, they don't look like they're the same brand. I'm a bit I'm not very fond of it. Let me see if I can find another website that goes into it into more detail. It's clear what they're trying to do, but I'm also a bit like, I don't feel like it marries too well. Oh, I hate these ads. In terms of the logos. Okay. So what are people saying about? Look, I'm not a Pretty Little Thing fan, so I don't really have the full context. So all I can do is talk about it from a branding perspective. Of course, there's a lot of people talking about it here. I'm not going to talk much about it, and I don't have time to read all this thing. But apparently, there's some ethical issues here. But in terms of the brand itself, it's okay. I'm not the target audience, and it's not like one of those things where I'm not the target audience, so I can't really say much about it. But from a design perspective, I like the colors. I like the font in the Pretty Little Thing horizontal font, horizontal logo. But the emblem logo looks like it's not part of the brand because it's a different style. And I know what they were going for. They were going for this kind of legacy look, right? And legacy things tend to have like a monogram, especially when it's a fashion brand. A monogram works really well, right? But this monogram here, I'm not sure I'm feeling it. I'm not really feeling it. Nice website though. I'm not really feeling it because it doesn't feel like it's part of the logo at the top here. I'm not really. It works on its own, but you can see it's an entirely different style here. Even I could go as I'd say, okay, the legacy and progress part is more similar to it, but I don't really know what they were going for. I think the emblem here could have looked more like that. I still looked quite feminine. It looks a little bit masculine to me, and it doesn't really suit what they were going for here. It doesn't really marry. It's just the colors that match, but font-wise, I think they could have just used the same font and made a monogram out of that, and then it would have felt like the same brand. If I change this to a different color and put them next to each other, you probably wouldn't know that it's the same brand because it just doesn't marry and it's not consistent. That's my problem with it. It doesn't feel like it is consistent logo-wise. It's not really. I'm not really feeling that. But from a branding perspective, from a rebrand perspective, I do feel that it does look good. I like the unicorn in the back and stuff. But I do understand that this will be controversial, like with every rebrand of a big company. It is going to be controversial based on their goals. It's just like the Jaguar rebrand. Like Jaguar, when they rebranded, I'm just going to put it up here, just so that people are aware. The rebrand of Jaguar, this is what Jaguar looks like now. And Jaguar was a legacy brand, and now it's gone to more of a futuristic brand because their goals and their vision are to be more to compete with the electric cars and everything like that. So they had to rebrand because of that. The same thing as for Pretty Little Thing. Their goals seems to be they don't want to be fast fashion anymore, it seems, and they probably want to be more legacy and luxury. I don't know about these dresses. I don't know nothing about this brand, but it feels very, very obvious to me that they're trying to stay away from the fast fashion thing and be more luxury. But in terms of the models that are on the forefront, this is not a diverse set of models. They're all the same body type. And this is what kind of brings in the part of the controversy here, because there's where before they were a lot more accessible, it seems like they're not trying to be accessible anymore. There's a documentary on Netflix. Was it Abercrombie and Fitch? Yeah, I think Abercrombie and Fitch on Netflix. It was called, yes, White Hot. This documentary is very, very good. If you want to watch it, it gives you kind of like a perspective on the Abercrombie and Fitch brand. And it was a very interesting watch. My wife and I watched it, and it talks about how they deliberately tried to, they didn't want to be diverse, right? Whether you think it's the right thing or not, it was very toxic. And they felt like they're not a diverse brand, and they wanted people to feel like it was a club that you want to get into. So they always used people that were chiseled like this in the models, and it was not diverse. You see what I mean? And even had some race issues there as well. Very interesting documentary. It's called White Hot. You should probably watch it. But let's go back to Pretty Little Thing. It feels like they're trying to do that. It feels like they're trying to do the kind of, yeah, we're exclusive. That exclusive feel. Interesting. I find it interesting. I don't really have much comments on it, to be honest, because I'm not the target audience. But anyway, that's enough of me rambling on about this thing. I'm not the target audience, so what do you think? Maybe you can give some more context as to why people are up in arms about this rebrand, and share a little bit more about what you think. Let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you on the next video in a bit.